Hello? Oh, hello guys. What's good, friends and all? How you all doing? Yeah. We're playing Baldi's Basics.
Education and learning. That's me.
Yes, it is Baldi. Yes, it is. Chat, today we're playing Baldi's Basics because why not? There is a new update on the Plus edition, but since I don't have that, we're just gonna do classically mastered. Um, but you know, maybe. I said maybe. Maybe we'll. I don't know why I put Baldi's Basics 1 in the title. I think I meant to do an explanation point. But you know, maybe. I said maybe. Don't I know it? Okay, let's play. So, there we go. Na 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 na. Well, let's play. Walk in, chat. Walk in. What we can play. Options. How to play. Let's play. Classic. Birthday style or demo style. Okay, we're doing story mode, chat. We're doing it.
Oh, hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite subject. Math. Great job. I can't believe it. You're incredible.
Oopsie. Oopsie daisies. My brain wasn't mathing.
Ready? Go! You mess up! You mess up! You...
Welcome to Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning.
Wait, hold on.
That's me.
No, we're gonna do classic. What's free one? I don't even know what free one means. But we have to lock in. Lock in, guys.
Hi. Welcome to my schoolhouse. Now it's time for everybody's favorite subject. Good one. Problem 2. You're doing fantastic. Problem, you got it. You did great. Come here and get your prize. A shiny quarter. Just click on it with the interact. Problem 1. 1. Plot. Great job. That's right. Good one. Problem 3.
I don't care, Baldi. Be sad. Be sad. Be sad. It's okay, Baldi.
Let's play!
No running in the hall. I
you. I don't like that.
15 seconds. Detention for you. Your parents will hear about this one.
Play with someone.
I am coming, ready or no, here I come. I have lost you. I don't like that. I am coming, ready or no, here I come. I have lost you. I don't like that.
Ah!
Will you marry me?
Play with someone. Oh!
No running in the halls. 20 seconds. Detention for you.
Stop!
Don't make me do this again.
Baldy, I'm sorry. We can talk about this. It's okay, right? Don't just. We can talk about this, right? I'm sorry, Baldy. I'll be a good boy. Oh my God!
All these basics in education and learning. That's me.
Oh my God! Stop it, Baldy! You're making me sad. You're making me sad.
Hi.
Baldy,
Welcome to
you
my
make me
school
sad.
house.
You made me sad.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite Whoa! I think you might be smarter than. Whoa! I think you might be smarter than. You got it.
Oh my God! Just give me my
Here
stupid
is
corner.
your
I've not
prize,
had it with you.
A shiny quarter. Just click on it with the interact button to pick it up. Then, when you find problem 1. 1. You got it. Problem.
I don't care, Baldy. Be sad. Be mad. Be sad. Be sad. Be sad.
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep!
Let's play. Ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow! That's great! Let's play again.
Will you marry me?
Stop!
Will you
Let's
marry
go!
me? Will you marry me?
Oh, I guess you can just do that.
I wanna play with someone.
No running in the halls. 15 seconds. Detention for you. Your parents will hear about this one.
I wanna play with someone.
I don't care. I'm sorry! I'm in a bad mood! Wait,
Welcome to Baldi's Thanks for playing. Education
Come
and
back.
Pursue. That's me.
Dude, the person that wrote this comment.
Channel. My name is Ted the Speed Learner, and
So some guy commented on my commented on my Bloomington, Illinois video and said, "In a hearty good afternoon to you from Illinois. Did you see any historical sites when you visited Bloomington, Illinois? Is this Chuck E. Cheese still in operation? Are the animated puppets still singing in the restaurant?" First of all, that was from like 10 months ago. So, yes, Bloomington is still open. And two, kind of my second response, part 1 is that no, the animatronics aren't in the restaurant anymore. And my second response, part 2, is they aren't animated puppets. They are animatronics. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, we all. Some people just aren't aware, which is fine. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off the audio.
Tell 'em why Showbiz Pizza is so good.
Hopefully this is good.
It's great, I think.
Wait, hold on.
Showbiz Pizza Place.
Oh my god! Yay, I'm glad it is. Yay, I'm making an impact. Yes. Yay, me! I was mentioned! Let's go! Let's go! You know what? I'll actually show the video.
Alright,
'cause
let's get into the
react
video
to it.
now. Springfield was settled by European Americans in the late 1810s, around the time Illinois became a state. The most famous historic resident was Abraham Lincoln, who lived in Springfield from 1837 until 1861 upon becoming president of the United States. Springfield has gone through a lot of changes over the years. From it used to be looking like this to now being looking like this. It currently has a population of 112,544 people as of 2023,
That's
making
pretty
it the
good.
7th largest city in Illinois. Honestly, a great place for a big fat pizza rat to expand to.
Ah!
Now,
Dinosaur!
we gotta go back to the year of 1981 because there was a certain pizza rat who called the Lincoln City home.
Yeah. After on Springfield Pizza Time Pedia.
Wild idea for a place where you can eat pizza,
Salads and sundaes.
and play exciting new games. See a show. I'd call it Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. I just wonder if anyone would come. Now there's a new Pizza Time Theater right here.
Alright, so now we gotta start in the year of 1981, where a certain pizza rat joined Springfield. That's right, it was none other than Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. This store opened in 1981 as the second Pizza Time Theater to open in Illinois, and was the second balcony stage in Illinois. I don't know what month or day Springfield's Pizza Time Theater opened, but if I had to guess, it's probably in late. It's probably in late in 1981, or it was probably in like mid 1981. Because there was
it
a
was
bunch of
it was
other
opened
stores.
on
I
April
don't know what number
22nd.
Pizza Time Theater this was to open, but I do know it was around one of the first 75 Pizza Time Theaters to open, so that's cool. Around this time, they had a guest star known as Harmony Howlett, who was the backup singer for the band. Let me talk about the band before I get in here. So right next to there, we had the Warblettes. We had Mr. Munch, Jasper T. Jowls, Chuck E. Cheese himself, Harmony Howlett, and Pasquale the Chef. But did I ever tell you that there was a sixth or seventh character I meant? In a separate room from the band, he played a larger guitar, and his name was the King.
The
Any
King!
info if Springfield had a king, or if they had any of the other guest stars. Another room in the lounge, but I do know they had the lounge because every Pizza Time Theater had the lounge, but I don't know which guest star they had. It was probably the King though, because he was the most common. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did have the Beagles, the Beach Bowsers, or Helen Henny. But it's hot. But like I said, there's like not a lot of information on the store, so I'm trying my best here.
Yeah.
But if I had to guess, there's probably, like the King, another character that was in a dining room, and her name was Dolly Dimples. So they probably did have Dolly Dimples. I know that for a fact. They probably did. But there is not a lot of information on this store, like I've been saying. If you want information on this store, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. In 1984, in like 1982, in like late 1982, the store got rid of their Harmony Howlett and replaced it with Madame Oink. The next change that happened to the store was in 1983, where they removed Harmony, they removed Madam Wink for Helen Henny. That was the last known change of the store. Because aside from that, I don't know anything else on this store. Because in 1984, Pizza Time Theater filed for bankruptcy. This could have been the end for Chuck E. Cheese if it hadn't been for one place buying them out and saving them. That place was Chuck E. Cheese's. No, that place was Showbiz. So Showbiz Pizza Place and Chuck E. Cheese stood as separate companies for 2 years until both of them merged in 1986 and closed down a few Pizza Time Theater stores. People thought this could have been the end for the Pizza Time Theater in Springfield, but it actually stayed alive for a few more years. So, after that, the only known thing about this store is that they did have the Fantasy Forest in some pictures I saw, but I don't remember. I do know, though, that in 1988, the store did close. It's unknown why the store closed, but if I had to guess, it was probably because of lack of interest, because the store was 8 minutes away from Showbiz. That's probably why it closed. Because Showbiz and Chuck E. Cheese would open locations in the same cities, but they would open them minutes or even miles spread apart. This store opened just 8 or 5 minutes away from the Showbiz. That might have been the reason why it closed. But whatever the reason was, Chuck E. Cheese then left the building, and there's nothing we can do about it.
What is happening?
If you want to visit the store is still there today. It's just a different building. And it's a place called Capitol Teletrack. If you want to know the address of the store, their address is 1766 Wabash Avenue, Springfield, Illinois, 62704. And they also have a phone number, but I'm not going to call it. But if you want the phone number, their phone number is 217-546-2111. Man, that's a lot of ones. If you want to call the store and ask them about their Chuck E. Cheese's, that's their phone number. Anyways, if you don't know anything about it, if you don't know it, then just don't do it. But now, it's time to go back a few years to 1982, where a certain one-tooth bear in overalls was also calling the Lincoln City home.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, I love this ad.
Pizza Place presents all new shows. Well, rest is here no doubt, and the music goes down and round. Showbiz Pizza Place is the most fun place in town. With over 60 new electronic games, the finest pizza, salads, and sandwiches around. And Billy Bob and the Rockafire Explosion entertaining in all new shows every few minutes. Now, more than ever, come for the pizza, stay for the fun.
The Showbiz Pizza Place in Springfield, Illinois, opened its doors on April 22nd, 1982, as the fourth Showbiz Pizza Place in Illinois, fourth after Darien, Bloomingdale, and Arlington Heights. I will do history videos of these stores in the future, but for now, let's get back to Springfield. It was originally and currently a corporate-owned store, like many other Showbiz locations at the time. It had a typical showbiz layout, although some little documentation exists back in the showbiz days. There is a video of this location in the showbiz days. I do want to give credit to Biffer 1995 for this video, but I won't show much of it because it's just, I will show a little bit of the video though. I'll only show the important parts like the stage, the walkarounds, and the game room. That's all I'm gonna show from this video. Yep, that's all I'm showing of this video back in the showbiz days. Because there's not really much to show on the store. But what I do know of this store is that like several locations, they did receive an Uncle Clunk and a Santa Claus retrofit package. Like many other showbiz pizza locations. In about 1988, they received the 1988 remodel, removing all old showbiz decor for newer decor. And also, they did actually get some Chuck E. Cheese walkarounds around this time. The store got an updated remodel and showed a very cool exterior picture. You guys might be wondering, CC Fairview Heights, this is just showing a Islander Hawaiian share ice. But do you see what's in the background? The Showbiz Pizza exterior. This store was very cool to see, considering that there wasn't really a lot of this store as a showbiz. And now we have more photos of the store back in 1988. It's always been weird to me that we barely have photos of stores in the early 80s, but we have so many of them in the late 80s. Isn't that kind of weird to you? I don't know. That's just my opinion. But in 1991, there was going to be a change happening to the store. And if you're a showbiz fan, you might want to get the box of tissues laying around.
Since time began, kids have found ways to have fun. And today, after all these years, kids are having more fun than ever.
Where a kid can be a kid.
Okay, so now we're back at the Chuck E. Cheese era of the store. So, in around 1991, this store went under concept unification. Now, if you don't know what concept unification is, then let me explain. Concept unification was basically something of getting rid of the Rockafire Explosion Band. Because Aaron Fector, the creator of the Rockafire Explosion Band, didn't want to give up the rights to the band. So they basically had to do concept unification. But somehow, most of the things did not stay the same. I do know that the checkers around the store stayed the same. Most of the games probably stayed the same. And the only minor change was basically the store, instead of just using logos, they instead of using letters on the logo, they instead just got the name Chuck E. Cheese's. And with that, they got instead of the Rockafire Explosion, the band was renamed to Munch's Make Believe Band. So basically, Rolf de Wolf became Chuck E. Cheese himself, Mitzi Mozzarella became Helen Henny, Fats Geronimo became Mr. Munch, Beach Beer became Jasper Tweed Gels, and Duke LaRue became everyone's favorite Pasquale the chef. The prop characters were also changed. Choo Choo became Munch Jr., the Sun became the building, and Looney Burn became Pizza Can. The moon, however, stayed behind. Along with this, there was actually some more stuff that happened with the store in the 90s. Because the store, along with it, they had latex masks for a while. And they kept the latex mask up until 2000. I don't know much of the games around this time, but I do have this picture from, I think, back in the 90s of the store, which shows off their walk around. Pretty cool, huh? I also did see something that apparently Chuck E. Cheese made multiple appearances outside of Chuck E. Cheese's around Springfield. So that's cool. Because in the Springfield area, there's a lot of things to do. With Springfield being one of the most visited places in Illinois. But who knows? Let's get back to Chuck E. Cheese. There's not a lot of known things about this store during the Phase 2 era. All we do know is that they just got concept unification, got a bunch of artwork, and even though the store is small, they still had the showroom somehow, which is pretty insane, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened here. Because back in about 2000, sometime around 2000 or 1998, a major remodel was happening in this store, but we don't know what it is. But you know what it is. But I don't know the exact date on the exact year on when this remodel happened. But we gotta go to the next chapter where I'll announce it.
Teamwork, team play, Team Chuck, friends all day. Teamwork, team fun, Team Chuck on the run. Teamwork, team rule, just have fun and be cool. At Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, so sometime in 1998, the store got Phase 3. It's unknown what day they got Phase 3, but we do have a bunch of pictures of their Phase 3 exterior. Also, during their Phase 3 remodel, with a few videos from Biffer 1995, credit to Biffer 1995 for these videos, by the way, there are a bunch of relevance that do not happen anywhere else. Instead of just removing the Phase 2 art, they actually kept the record posters here for a while. Now, this was rare for most Chuck E. Cheese locations around the time. This store also still kept 3-stage around this time, which that's cool. Well, there's not very many videos of the store's 3-stage, but all the videos we do have of the 3-stage, it looks to be in decent condition nonetheless. But yeah, that's pretty much all the things about the store. We don't know much about the store during the Phase 3 era. Heck, I even say this is the problems about the store. Photo we're gonna get of a the retro store remodel, which we'll talk about later. So yeah, this is basically probably about as much as we're gonna do. But oh yeah, I also forgot. In 2005, they removed the latex mask and replaced them with the more well-known plastic mask. Yeah. Because the plastic masks just got here, except for Munch Jr., because he was removed around this time.
Yep.
But for some interesting reason, Pizza Cam stayed behind. That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, along with this, there were a few other stores that did actually that building and moon stayed at the store, making it a pretty cool 3-stage.
Really?
But sadly, in 2010, a new remodel was happening for the store because in 2005 they did get the Avenger walk around to replace the now famous Cool Chuck. Around this time in 2010, they got a new remodel. And we're about
Yeah.
to cut to their new remodel right now with this new chapter.
Yep. Hawkin twin.
I love this game.
I love this game.
I love this game. We love this game.
Great games you love at a price you can't beat. Just one token. Only at Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
We love this mouse.
We love this mouse. Credit to Bit for 1995. Na 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 na. Da na na na. Na 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 na. Na na. Na 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 na. Da na na na. Man. Da na 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 na. Chuck E. Cheese. Funniest place to be. This is very cool to see. Think about it. They still had the purple walls up until last year. I feel like they should bring back the dim lighting. Like they did, like it would look so cool. At least like turn off some of the lights. Maybe for like, I feel like every store should get like retro days or like, what's it called? Retro like store days like on Thursdays at Nanuet it's Throwback Thursday. We should get, you know, the same for all the other stores. Dang, that's a newer photo? Credit to Bit for 1995. Yeah, it's very much good to do. I really like it. This is a 28-minute long video.
Chuck E. Cheese in Illinois is one of the select few keeping the animatronic ban. Man, this goes way back. We told you the company's plan to get rid of the display in almost all of its locations except for 2. Well, now Chuck E. Cheese is adding 3 more to the list, including the one in Springfield. The others are in New York, North Carolina, California.
Okay, so then in July 25th, 2024, it was announced that this store was having its grand reopening.
Actually,
The grand reopening started. 2 of my friends named Chucky Midwest and Odin, or then called Odin's Movie Magic, now called CEC Missouri, went to the grand
go.
reopening. Who else was there? None other than Chris Bauer, aka Set Streets and Eats.
Let's go.
This was such a cool thing to do. Also, credit to Set Streets and Eats for the grand reopening video. He got to talk along with Biffer, which was cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all the things that started happening. Because there isn't a lot more information on it during this time.
Oh, I feel like there's kind of a lot.
We
but-
do know that Pasquale, that all the animatronics are now fixed. And they're playing songs like Together We Got It, Fun for All, How Your Birthdays Are Special.
I don't
My
think-
favorite song growing up when I was like little, A Giant Armadillo Named Phil. And of course, how could we forget Every Boy, Every Girl? They still are playing the current shows. I'm glad they are playing the old and good ones too. Because the store deserves it. Because the Chuck E. Cheese's in Springfield, Illinois is arguably now one of the most popular stores in the world. I mean, it was at one point. Also, at the end of 2023, I forgot to mention this, the store was crowned the name as the last full band in the state of Illinois. And now it's going to be known as the last CEI bots in the Midwest, now that West Des Moines got 2.0. And it is probably soon going to be known as the last full band in the Midwest, with Toledo now being there. I promise, Toledo, video coming on you in season 3.
Dang.
With all these changes, it was assumed that the store would get a lot of money. And yes, it did. Even though during the retro store remodel, this sounds crazy, but they actually removed the salad bar, which is insane. There are a bunch of videos from this time, and there are a bunch of stuff from the store around the time we're currently living in it. But aside from that, the store's still doing good, and the store is still doing good in business. Now let's head on to the final chapter of the
Huh.
And there we are. The full history of both Chuck E. Cheese's locations in Springfield, Illinois. I want to thank you all for watching this video. It was really fun to research this store because of its legacy store and it being the last full band in Illinois.
It was gonna close.
My next video will cover the
I
history of
think it
Chuck E.
was.
Cheese's in
Yeah.
Whitehall, Pennsylvania, like I said previously.
Well, well,
And
yeah.
also,
well, it
if you
want
to visit the store, its address is 2369 MacArthur Avenue in Springfield, Illinois. This is probably the best Chuck E. Cheese store to visit in Illinois. If you're in the area or if you live in the Midwest, I really recommend checking out this store, even though I've never visited it. I should be visiting it this month or next month. At least I hope I am. Anyways, Enjoy the video and have a Chucky day. Bye-bye.
Kids, do you love to use your imagination? Well, so do we. Check out this outrageous song we wrote just for you.
Alright, that was cool. Now I want to watch this. What is this? I didn't even get to watch the whole thing. So this like a epilogue. Aw. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Was that postcard? Is that? Sweet. Minecraft movie reference? Question mark? Anyway, I am going to go now. I hope you have liked the stream. And yeah, with that being said, I've been on it. I'll see. Oh my god, wait. No, we didn't. Yo. No way. Wait, hold up. We gained 100. We gained 27,012 subscribers. Oh my god. Let's go. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Very much. Also, I will say the video that I posted right here, it is kind of dead now. Like it had a massive peak, and now it's basically dead. But it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Don't worry, friends. Anyway, that being said, I have been